Hi, this is Tom Compton. You're listening to WHTT Speaks Out. Each week, Chuck Carlson and members of We Hold These Truths look into events that are, for the most part, ignored or overlooked by the mainstream media. And we analyze these events. Ready, set, let the sparks fly.
Hey, William.
Yes.
I went back to a class reunion of my little class, my high school. Well, back there, I talked to a girl who was in my class who I didn't know. I saw her around, it was about it, hi you, and so on. She married a missionary, and they have been doing mission work all these years. And she's all over Russia and Georgia, and she's been to all the stands, Kazakhstan and so on. She's been all over the northern countries up there, the Lithuania and so on. And I thought they would be a great source of information. I thought, I'm going to really look forward to this. And I talked them into staying late. Both her and her husband were there and talking to me about Russia. Well, when we had our talk, it turned out that she is educated in the Assembly of God. Both she and her husband are ordained pastors in the Assembly of God. And she started out by telling me that Putin is an absolute animal. And his objection is to restate the entire, by brute force, to instate the entire Soviet Union back the way it was originally, and that he won't settle for anything short of that. And I realized I wasn't going to get any valuable information out of her because her mind was already made up. But then her husband leaned over and he said something that's going to kill you. He leaned over and he said, "Did you know that Russia is raising enormous numbers of horses?" And I looked at him kind of blankly, wondering what he's talking about. And I said, "For what purpose? To eat or what? Do they eat horses there or something?" And he looked at me like I was some kind of a moron or I'd never been to church. And then it struck me as soon as I saw his expression, he was talking about the horses in Armageddon and the blood's up to the bridle and all that.
Right.
And that's what he was actually talking. So his opinion of the place where they've spent their whole life doing missions is that Russia is going to go off with tanks and machine guns and perhaps nuclear weapons and restore all this kingdom that they had into the Soviet Union, but they're going to go down and invade Israel on horseback.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, he was telling me they're raising horses to go down, and he was explaining to me that they were going to use these horses to fulfill biblical prophecies involving Ezekiel and the horses in Revelations, and the valley full of dead animals and the vultures and all that. That's what he was explaining to me.
Wow. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. I thought, boy, I wasted this evening. I got up and said, "Well, good night, folks. It's nice to meet you. I got to get out of here now." And I left.
So is this true? Do they really believe this?
Yeah, they believe that. Absolutely believe that. He was telling me that he believes that Russia is actually raising horses to get ready for this battle.
Wow.
How can we win, folks? What chance do we have?